Hello guys. Kind of an interesting video of something new I found out. Fusion 360 today. I have made a previous video on how you can create a sketch of an object in 3D space, so that when you put a point here and there, you can make lines between it, and then you actually get the same shape in 3D space. Now, there may be some instances where you want to instead project a feature of a model onto a sketch where the object has curves. Like in this case, I have made a low resolution version of a Ninja Gaiden helmet. I didn't make the model, I downloaded it, but I have reduced the amount of polygons astronomically to be able to work with the model without having to wait every time I try to rotate it. So this is a low polygon version, and I'm going to show you what I mean. So what we usually would be interested in is we make a 3D sketch in any kind of plane, and then we select 3D sketch like this. In my old version, you could go in and you could go to create, point, and you can make points at the various places in space, and then afterwards, when you make lines between these points, those points will actually be aligned in 3D space, so that when you rotate a model like that, it would actually take the curve of this. Let's see, I can try and make some more. There to there to there to there to there and there, and I want to go back there. So now you can see that you actually have, if I remove the model, you can see that you actually have the design in 3D space. That's what I showed you in the previous video. Now that is not what I'm after today, so I'll just delete that sketch. Today I want to, you see the patterns on the sides here, I want to extract those patterns and sort of work with them afterwards. So I'll just do the flat one here and for ease. So what I go in and do, try and find a surface that is more or less flat, like I think this one is fine, and then I make a construction plane on that surface. You can see you get it like this, and drag it a little bit away, press OK. So that's where I will create the sketch. Right click, sketch, and then you get everything I make now will be in that plane. If I do anything with this option here ticked off, it will not work as intended. So I remove that option now. Now there are two ways to do this, 3 ways actually. One, you can do the hard way. You can go in and you can project each of the points. Like here, you can select point, you can and click P for project, and then you can click another point, and another point. You can also project the lines like that. But that is really difficult to actually see where you're working. So there is an easier way to do this. If you go in and you make sure you're sort of shaded in space, and press P for project, and you can see you can mark every single surface here. So you mark the surfaces, and you notice here it projects the surfaces to the top. And you don't have to select the points or the edges, it will automatically do that for you. So let's just finish this now, and you can also do that here. There are actually 2 ways to do this. You can go and now I'm watching it with if you left click here and go to visual style, now I have shaded with visible edges only. If you go to shaded, it looks a bit different, but it may be a little bit easier to see where the ridge is. Okay. So you go here, hold your mouse over, and you can still just mark and here you will only want the flat one in the middle. You don't want the sides because it would disrupt the view. Now it is easier to see it like that, but I also like to have the guidelines to see where the wireframes are along the path, so I do like this. Just rotate the model so I can see from the other side. You see here, I want to see it as flat as possible. Now my goal here is I am going to 3D project this, and I'm gonna extrude it, and then I'm gonna open it in a different part of a model. So I'm gonna leave it sort of open. I will not close it because then I get a circle in the middle that will be hard to work with, and I am I'm wondering if I should include that, but I can't. That's difficult. I think I'll leave those out for now because it's hard to select them. Here I have some options. Actually, I think the easiest here would be to get the exact same model on both sides. So I'm just going to do 1/2 of this, because I think this one looks kind of good. And then I still want this here. So there. And now I said only 1/2. I just want this for comparison view. Okay, like that. And we have the diamonds in the middle. Okay, so I want to have that, that, and that. I'll remove that. Okay. So if you can see now, you have projected the object sort of in onto a sketch. So I'll press OK. And then it's hard to work with a sketch where you have a lot of points in the middle. I'll remove the model for now. So what you should do then is you go in and you, unfortunately when you do this, you get double lines because it would have to project it from two places in space. So I just mark everything, not this circle, like this, the lines, just mark that. And then I just press delete, and you can see they're still there, but I just do that one more time. You can see that way you are sort of working with the model. So what you can do is then you can go to extrude and you can make another body with the object you extruded. Or in this case, let's say I wanted to pierce the other object and make a hole through. Then I could actually do that. So I just wanted to show you guys that it is kind of possible to project shapes of other objects into a plane, and then you can work with it. I'm going to show you a different version I have here. Or is it the first one? Ah, it's the first one. Here I completed cleaning up, and you can see I selected the shape here on the side of the helmet, and I'm actually gonna use this shape to project ventilation onto the facial mask. There's a matching facial mask to this, but it's totally solid. But you kind of fog up when you use it, so I wanted to have a similar kind of marking, but as the ventilation. So I will put 2 of these on each side of the mask, like here, so that when you're breathing, your air actually exits through the mask. So that's how I figured out how to project that, because I was trying to model after it, but it was so hard to, you know, try to get all the points. Like using a spline was horrible. Didn't work because it won't bend in the correct spots. So yeah, after you project that through the model, you can just use chamfers or fillets and just even out the edges, and then you have your model ready. So I hope that was something you found interesting today, and please like and subscribe to the channel if you like it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.